when I was refereeing, we'd build up with our training and thought that first week would never get here, and all of a sudden we're on week 8.
So Cats begin here 7-1 and 3-1 in district. Lake Dallas 4-4, 1-3 in district play. The Wildcats, of course, coached by Brandon Faircloth. He is in his 16th season as a head at Port Neches. Career, for his record, he is 33. At Sulphur Springs, he is 32-11 in now his 4th season. Jason Young is the head coach of Lake Dallas. He's in his head. He is 30-21. Dallas Wildcats won the game at Dallas last year, 33. But Tony, the game at half.
It was. We kind of went in there again, not necessarily respecting, and it turned out to be a good football game that first half, and we were able to pull away.
So Lake Dallas this year, as we told you, they are 4. They opened in over 30-13. Then they lost Brewer 13-10. They won over Collin 38-35. Beat Lake Worth 38-34. As we told you, they lost 20 in close game there. Of course, they pounded Community 56-9. Then they lost Panther Creek 31-13. Respectable showing, I think, but a surprise last week, as you heard in the conversation that I had in Faircloth, that they lost Aubrey 14-11. Of course, the Wildcats handled Aubrey pretty easily, 45-14.
I think those two pretty well even where that one was playing. That one can go away in my book, so I don't call that necessarily an upset.
I think that was at Aubrey, if I'm not mistaken. Wildcats last week beat Community 65-7. Community in all 9 of the game. And also I looked at later in the week and mentioned it to Faircloth. 8 players scored touchdowns for the Wildcats in that game. He thinks that is the first time that's ever in his career.
Scored 1 each. We need some sneakers.
Is struggling in football. It's surprising in a way because they have competitive boys basketball, but
always tough. Since they left 2A, they
your Sulphur Springs.
Plus Falcons have already entered the field. Here come the Sulphur Springs out on the field as they run the line formed by Blue Blazes, all in Halloween costume tonight.
Yeah, when I came in, they were out. They were cute.
So we are about ready to go. And Tony, was being the former official, was looking down the field a few minutes ago, and you think that we've already actually had the coin?
They had the coin toss as they went in. And deferred. We'll see. We have had toss, and sometimes, you know, like I said, you got to have cats that know what. So, some just like to leave it to.
Right. We are about to have our invocation, and then we will have the national anthem played by the Sulphur Springs School Band.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for bringing us together under these Friday night lights. On this Halloween evening, we're reminded of the joy and unity that comes with the game. We ask for your protection over every player and tonight. Keep everyone safe and warm. Help us to compete with each other. And remind us that true victory comes from teamwork, respect, and heart. Bless our families, our school, and our community for their constant support. And as we celebrate tonight, may our actions on and off this field reflect even on your holy name we pray. Amen.
The national anthem, the Sulphur Springs High School Band, coming up in just a moment. And the next performed by the Sulphur Springs High School Band, and we are about to have the perhaps just a moment ago, Kevin Woolley, our public address announcer, came in and said the referee here tonight has been in the game 50 years.
So, unfortunately, that's about my age.
Well,
No,
you would
there-
think so, yeah.
And that's the deal. That's what you hear about shortages of referees. What we're finding now is we've got people like him out there that just can't go on, and the younger group are coming in to try to, sub in and go. There's not enough of them that are dedicated to the game and to officiate it as opposed to wanting to pay.
Of course,
that's what hurts.
Tony did it for 20 years, 50 years. Mike D. Jones. I'm not sure why he gives us the middle initial, but maybe I'm sure they're Mike Jones, probably.
Yeah.
And
quite a congratulatory message to him to
absolutely.
and be in shape to do that. That's a big deal.
I talked to him in the field before the game. I would not have thought at all he was that old, but he is in good shape.
Well, there's a lot of them like me. They chocolate cookie bar out there and eating fried stuff at the end of the game, so that's why I'm still in it.
Attempt to find the time to run through the rest of the officials here. So I've had, I'm not sure if we had the ceremony.
Okay, Dallas win and divert, and they're going to kick. They're going to defend the scoreboard and head north.
Wildcat captains tonight, Ibarra, also Alex McCormick, Matthew Jeter, and Jerry wrote among senior. So other officials, Mike D. Jones, we told you, is the referee. The umpire is Les Schminke. The linesman is Ch Allen. The judge is Brad Burkle. The back judge is Brett. The side Dylan Ford, and the field judge is Steve Jackson tonight.
Another 7 crew.
Yeah.
So I'm real pleased with that equivalent of man. Does help. You don't have that long run help cover, but more expense to the schools, and like I've said, for some coaches don't want that extra 2 sets of eyes out there. They like to do stuff that's right ahead.
I don't think we've had but 7-man crews.
No, we have
this year.
We haven't.
The kicker is for Lake Dallas, and this is a kickoff to the middle of the field. And that's a nice return for Sulphur Springs, and that's
Sean
John who
picked it up like a short.
picked it up about 25-yard line or so, and turns it into Lake Dallas territory to the 45-yard line.
I think it started at the, let's see, 46 going. So that was wasn't an onside, but they didn't deep guys to get it.
I didn't know about on John.
just one. We've got enough up and to be
Right.
to beat a lot of people.
Right. That's a kickoff return. I'm going to make it 20 there. Good Wildcats moving from right to left, and Mason Cooper, the starting back, in the absence, of course, of Timmons, hand off up the middle, and that's Jackson Hare.
Jackson Hare
To the 41-yard line for a gain of 4 yards. It'll be second down and 5. Mason Cooper last week, 6 touchdown passes.
He did good. He looked good. He threw some passes.
And that tied the school record, held by Tyreek Robinson and
Logan Turner.
Yeah. Up the middle, the run goes, and I think it's Jackson Hare again.
Jackson again for a Hooten Hardware first down at the 35.
Good start for Jackson Hare. Hare coming into the game. 679 yards rushing, 6.3 yards per carry, and 10 touchdowns. Overall, 13 touchdowns for the Wildcat senior. Down at the Lake 35-yard line, just underway. First possession of the game. Wildcat moving to the north end zone at Gerald Prim Stadium. From spread, snap to Mason Cooper. And off the middle. Short gain here. Turns into a decent gain to about the 31.
He made 1 into 4. By the way, he fell on top of those massive linemen and didn't touch the ground till the 31. So nice 4-yard gain.
Once again, that's Jackson Hare on the gain. The offensive line for the Wildcats, we need to give credit. Big Vincent Johnson, the left tackle, committed. CU Aiden McCarroll at left guard. Jeff Stevenson at John has right guard. Dadrian Day Berry at right tackle. Second and 4. Again, they keep it on the ground.
That's Johnson Martin.
All right.
Jackson in the slot.
It looks like he's got a
He's got a Hooten Hardware first down. 2 in a row.
To the 23-yard line.
I'm trying to identify them before the play because I can't pull them apart now. Got those extra hats on. Jackson's coming out. Jackson's in. Either we're going to go empty or Jackson's going to be at the back running this play.
They each wear that sort of foam protection more, and I think
Which I all
within 10 years you will.
maybe that or a chain helmet that gives you the protection.
Yeah. First down. And they give it to Jackson. A great run here as taking and cutting back from left to right. He's inside the 10-yard line to the 8-yard
line. Another third Hardware first down on this drive. And we're doing nothing but handing it off right over the left guard there, letting this line go. And Jackson did what he does, and that's really hit something, keep your legs moving, and all of a sudden he popped out and got first down out of it.
15 yards on the gain, first goal, yard line.
Just under 9 minutes. We've used 3 minutes from 46 yards so far.
Mason Cooper in the shotgun. Fakes a handoff, keeps himself, and maybe gets a yard or so.
Got one out of it. He was wanting to Virgil, but Lake Dallas did a good job of covering him out, but he had his throw hand. That's what he had to do, and he ended up yard gain.
So we're going to call that no gain. Well, 20 yard.
7.
All right,
should
fine.
be when we started on 8.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Still goal.
Right.
Second goal. So we don't want to settle here. We want to move it in. Empty. No, we got a backfield.
Jackson Hare step to the left of Mason Cooper. Now it looks like they're changing play here. Here's the snap to Mason Cooper. Option play left, and he tosses it out, and this is Deacon Carpenter for the touchdown.
Good job. Good pass by Mason. That's the way to just methodically take it down. That's the only pass play of the drive of 46 yards with only one pass. The rest was basically Jackson Hare with the exception of Dobson Martin on one run. So good job by the Cats. Nothing fancy, just showing kind of flexing their muscles.
Cooper throws it out to Deacon Carpenter in the left flat, and Carpenter nice job of running with the ball. The catch.
He's more wheel, I think.
Here's the catch, or here's the kick by Eric Rodriguez. Good. So 44 for 44 on after.
Everybody takes it for granted. And team, that's a job to get that done.
Matthew for the hold. 7-0 Wildcats, 7:52 to go first quarter. The Wildcats football. Good. Off about to come here. The Wildcats short Tony in 7 plays after that opening kickoff return by Sean John.
Yeah, that set it up nice.
And it was a short kickoff. Keyshawn picked it up and ran it back 29 yards to the 46-yard line. Deacon Carpenter with the touchdown from Mason. Here's the kickoff by Rodriguez, taken at the 8-yard line. A nice return here for Lake Dallas up the middle of the field. Still on his feet. Still going all the way out to the 40-yard line.
Taken down by his own man that won't roll over yet. We've got to give him credit. 22 for Lake. Jeff Joyner is number 1. Hit a seam.
Nathan
That
was the
one, and we shot him at about between 5 and 30, but he's going.
3 kickoff return. First down, Lake Dallas at their 1-yard left to right. And let's see which of the quarterbacks is in to start the game. Back, shot from right to left, and a back to the right of the quarterback. And they hand it off. This is Thurman. Not going to get the line of scrimmage. Bryson Thurman, their top runner, and he loses a couple of yards back to the 39-yard line. This is
McCormick we're in. We had a couple, 3 of them and got him there and held the edge. He was trying to get the edge.
It's Ash Davis, who is the starting quarterback, a junior for Lake Dallas. I've had a hard time not calling him Crack Davis all week. Bull Durham.
Yep.
But Cash,
the mascot.
Cash Davis is the younger and the taller of the 2 quarterbacks. Ben Allen is the other quarterback. I expect we'll see him play. So this is down in 12. Davis
goes the long.
Had a great job there. The Wildcat coverage, and was that Creed Wisenhunt? It was.
He just was jogging, staying. Didn't have a chance to say, but I figure that number. Sure enough, they tried to post. He had a step on Creed, but I think Creed was playing with him, trying to get the interception, because he's not going to outrun Creed.
He's not their best. At least he's not their most productive, but he's their biggest. He is 6'4", 185.
He's quite a special. He's not their best. I think they're winning it. That may be how they've lost some ball games.
He has 10 receptions for 141 yards.
The shovel pass.
This is Bryce Thurman again, and he is hit hard after he crosses scrimmage. Gains 4 or 5 yards, but he's hard there. I think it's Blaine Allen.
T.J. Bolden.
Oh, T.J. Bolden. Okay, right.
Met him in 4th and 8. So great job, Wildcat defense. Follow up a score with out just like pitching after getting a home. So
T.J. Bolden, 29 tackles coming into the game. That includes 6 tackles loss. He is a big play man for the Wildcat defense. This is 4th down and 6. Dallas from the 4-yard line. Falcon Terry. Yeah.
That'll be major.
So Lake Dallas. Yeah. Wildcats football. Just the one spot. Lake Dallas has a 4th and 6 coming up. Scoreboard says 4th and 7. I think that's...
Yeah.
Yeah. And looks like they will punt, although they called the timeout. We'll see what happens there.
It's penalty, so what? Timeout could be a lot more valuable.
Denchi, their place kicker, also their punter, is a left-footed kicker. He gets this one a nice-looking punt. Takes a great Dallas roll at about the 30 and then rolls on the sideline out of bounds at the 18 line.
Yeah, 18. One up.
18.
18, yeah, he's looking. Yeah, he kicked it too far sideline. We had Gio over there. He just couldn't get to it, and it didn't travel, but it was one of those that the first stop was a good run. So now we got an 81-yard.
It's a 30-yard punt by Denchi. Wildcats have the ball for the second time, but this time not nearly as field position. They start Lake Dallas 36 on their
left in quarter.
7-0. Sulphur Springs. Snap to Cooper. Ball to the near side.
That's Virgil.
Short pickup to Jackson Virgil, the sophomore.
Get about 2 is all. They got to it in pretty good shape.
Gets out to the 21-yard line. By the way, that touchdown by Deacon Carpenter. A few moments ago, that's his 3rd touchdown reception of the season coming on now.
Yes.
And he's just a sophomore.
We're in the area here for a deep bomb too.
Empty backfield. Mason Cooper again changing the play, it appears. He's got 3 men wide to the far side, 2 to the near side as the Wildcats move to the north end zone at Gerald Primm Stadium. And a flat on the near side, pass complete, and going down the sideline, that's Jackson Hare with the catch.
About 3rd and 1.
It's out to the 30. So
they're only using a 3-man rush on defensive line, so if we're picking up on that, our 5-man line that's so good should be able to handle 3. So if we do that, Mason Cooper could have another one of those big nights because they'll give him some time to throw. He's proven he can throw the ball.
3rd and 1 at the 29-yard line. Sulphur Springs territory.
Jackson Hare in the Wildcat. And now Coach Faircloth calls timeout.
Interesting. Jackson Hare lining up in the Wildcat. He can take the direct snap. And Sulphur Springs calling a timeout, obviously. They saw something there on the Lake Dallas defense that either surprised them or they thought they might be able to take advantage of. Offensive coordinator, no doubt, making the call to that timeout. And I see
I'm sorry, a little note on baseball. It's top of the 3rd, no score in Game 6 of the World Series.
Right. Toronto and the LA Dodgers playing in Toronto tonight.
Toronto wins, they get the candy.
I see some new personnel coming in for the Wildcats. I think they go with a...
Still got Jackson back there. Wildcat, they got some meat on either side behind him.
I think they brought in some heavier blockers there.
I think we'll be going left. If they don't move their defense, we need to be moving left. Let's see if Jackson sees the same thing.
Direct snap to Jackson Hare. Takes a step to his left, working his way through the defensive line, and he have the first down close to the 40-yard line. Does a good job of
39-yard line.
Good job of using his blockers there and holding back and then shooting through the gap.
Yeah, and we could see they had 2 extras up over the right side, so they were just inviting us to go left. And it wasn't a big surprise when Jackson took off that way. Of course, easy to see up here.
First down, Sulphur Springs at the Wildcat 39-yard line. That's a gain of 9 yards off that play.
Yep.
Mason Cooper back in there at the regular quarterback slot. And they hand off again to Jackson Hare, and he gets across the line of scrimmage up to about the 41-yard line. Then he's put on his back by a couple of Falcon tacklers, and I think the lead tackle there was Dallas, the defensive back.
They gave him 3-yard progress for the backs. This may be Jackson Hare night. at the stadium. They're putting the workload on him right now already.
I see Dobson
Martin's in this time. Giving him a blow. No, he's out of the wing.
Give it to Dobson over the right side, and Martin shoots through a little hole. And now is gang tackled by Lake Dallas Falcons near the 50-yard line. That he will be close to a first down.
He's got that. They had him right on the line. He ended up getting about a 3-yard cushion, and it was that big line behind him and did a version of the tush.
Actually, he got to the Lake Dallas 49-yard line.
Yep, he fell north.
And it is a first down for Sulphur Springs Wildcats. Wildcats on the march again, 7-0, 3:07 left to go in the first period. Snap to Mason Cooper. Cooper is going to be sacked.
Nobody picked up the blitz. You can see that coming. That's number 0, Nathan Cornish, and knocked the helmet off for Mason. He's got to come out of play. So let's see if we go with a Wildcat or see number 15 is going in. That's Matthew Jeter. Is he nope, he's not a quarterback. So
he's a tight end. He would typically be a blocker, H-back. So I think they may have Jackson Hare in the
got Jackson in the Wildcat.
So-called Wildcat. He will take the direct snap. Now he has the back to his left, and he fakes a handoff to that back, and he keeps it himself off the left, breaks the tackle, coming down the sideline. Jackson Hare still on his feet into Lake Dallas territory, out of bounds at the 35-yard line.
He got all of it, got first down by 4 yards. He is absolutely amazing with his footwork. He should have been tackled 3 times for about a 5-yard gain.
21-yard gain by Jackson Hare.
He is just fun to watch. We're going to miss him next year.
I mean.
Because we got, what'd you say, 33 or 34 seniors?
33.
We're going to miss all of them next year, but we're really gotten spoiled of 4 years of Jackson.
First down at the Lake Dallas 35-yard line. Snap to Cooper and a quick out to the flat to Jackson Virgil. And the sophomore does a nice job running after the catch, and he is inside the 30 down to the 37-yard line.
He needs about 2 or 3 more steps of open space, and then he's going to be moving, but he doesn't start as quick.
So second down and 2.
He's a big boy.
Yes, he is. He's about 6'4", 6'5". And again, we got to know him as a starting left fielder on the Wildcat baseball team.
As a freshman or a sophomore.
Well, I think he was a freshman.
Yep, he's sophomore now.
Ball on the near hash mark as the Wildcats move from right to left out to Mason Cooper. And Cooper handing off. Again, it's Jackson Hare going wide to the short side of the field this time.
Got enough for the first down.
So they didn't have as much territory to work with. He got to the 23-yard line, so that's first down.
I thought he'd get a little early, but he knew where he go. He just wasn't going to stretch it. To go under 2 minutes on this opening quarter. 7-0, your Wildcats leading.
First down again. Mason Cooper and Hare step to his left, 2 wide to the far side, 1 to the side. Give it to Hare. Try off right tackle. Now bounces outside, still going outside, and crosses the line of scrimmage and steps out of bounds over on the far side at about the 18-yard.
17-yard line where they're marking it. Just outran him to the sideline there, but they are putting the workout on Jackson. I don't know if they're figuring on resting him some or what, but he has gotten the bulk of the runs so far.
6 yards on that gain, so second down and 4. And once again in the red zone here at the Lake Dallas 17-yard line. Moving to the north end zone at Gerald Prim Stadium.
Pass time here.
Have an H behind the line. And Quinn Harris, the tight end, comes from right to left.
Another timeout.
And the Wildcats take another timeout. That's surprising. So early
they
in the
didn't
game.
like what they looked at there. I think they were fixing to go for Jamorian.
7-0 leads this Wildcats football on KSST. Oh, you may be.
What?
2-minute warning.
No, this quarter.
Oh, that's right. Thank you.
We got you thinking, though. You're thinking. You're getting there.
Gentlemen, just a reminder, no in and out of the stadium. Please stay in the confines of the stadium unless you want to repay for injury.
Wildcat Football on KSST brought to you by Alliance Bank, BT Medical, City Bank, Wesley House Assisted Living, Farm Country, CP Technologies, and 903 Farm and Feed by the railroad tracks. Thank you to all those good sponsors of Wildcat Football on KSST.
I think we're fixing to throw the ball.
2nd and 4. Lake Dallas, 17-yard line. Sulphur Springs leading 6-0. Snap to Cooper, and there's a little shovel pass going from right to left to Jackson Hare in the open field. Cuts it back at the 5-yard line. He scores standing up.
Started at the 17-yard line, and 70 is Adrian McCarroll. He was 4 yards deep in the end zone, blocking the only man that had a chance at Jackson. So that shows the dedication of that big line.
He's the left guard for the Wildcats. That's an interesting play as Mason Cooper looked like he was running a sprint out to the right, and then he kind of shovel passed it forward to Jackson Hare. Might goes at the
It's a pass. It is a pass. Because if he drops it, it's an interception.
Right.
It's a safe play, so that absolutely touchdown.
So that's the second touchdown pass for Mason Cooper.
I told you I didn't think he was going to be a starter. But number 70 was 4 yards deep in the end zone when Jackson was at the 5. He got there in a hurry.
14-0 with the extra point by Eric Rodriguez. It's Wildcats football on KSST. Okay, good. Thank you, James. Levels up.
Levels in front, yes. 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
81-yard drive in 10 plays for Sulphur Springs. The 17-yard touchdown pass, we have it now, little shovel pass from Mason Cooper to Jackson Hare. Great job of running by Jackson Hare, again, using his blockers.
He's the best I've seen in a long time. Mercy, that's a high kick.
And this is Eric Rodriguez with a kick to the sideline, the near sideline, and a fair catch taken at the 26 line for Lake Dallas by Ryan Young.
Took it at the 26. They're going to give it 28, but that's okay.
Okay.
So we got a minute 41 left in the opening quarter, and the Wildcats are doing exactly what they're supposed to do. They've just been very methodical and just imposing their will on Dallas.
And it's been a heavy dose of Jackson Hare in the first quarter for Lake Dallas. First down for the Falcons, down 14-0. And now they give it to their other running back that has seen a lot of action, Kevin O'Hara. And he's trying to right tackle, cuts it back, but he is caught and dropped for a loss. Well, no, they're going to give him the line of scrimmage, I guess. So he did
Truth
get back
Holmes
to the line.
came off of him. I can't remember. Somebody submarined him and got him around the shoulders and took it back. So 1 yard gain, and like you say, I'm not so sure he got that.
Truth Holmes with 23 tackles coming into the game. Of course, he's committed to the University of Texas El Paso. Wildcat nose guard.
Picked off.
Intercepted by Sulphur Springs.
Jeter got in the passing lane, high pointed, and took that one out there and ran it back to the 9, to the 24. Great individual job by Jeter.
Matthew Jeter, the interception for Sulphur Springs. That'll be his first of the season. And he returns it on a nice return, Tony, to the 25-yard line.
He laid out and got that, and if he could have gotten his feet under it, he might have scored, but they're going to start him at 4, I believe. Never know with this group. I bet 24.
All right, so Springs at the Dallas 20-yard line following the interception by Matthew Jeter.
So defense rises up again. Now we got a chance to put another cushion. 21-point first quarter would sound pretty good.
14-0, Sulphur Springs, 53 seconds showing on the clock here in the first period. Wildcats going to the north end zone.
This is where we might try one of those posts. Nope, we're going to stay right there with
Mason Cooper handing off to Jackson Hare, and tough going here for Hare off left tackle. Gets to the 23, so that's only a gain of 1 yard.
Yeah, he works hard for 1 yard, though.
And getting up off the bottom of that pile, Ryan Young, a defensive back for the Falcons. 2nd and 9 for Sulphur Springs.
Do have to snap one more play. We're 1 second behind the clock.
Comes Deacon Carpenter into the game.
Deacon's proven himself. He didn't get much action early, but he's been quite active the last 2 or 3 games.
Aiden Chester, a tight end, coming for the Wildcats. So it's 2 wide left, 2 wide right for Sulphur Springs. Dobson Martin in the game at running back. Pass over the middle. This is Jackson Virgil for Sulphur Springs. Little comeback route, and he makes the catch and then picks up another couple of yards to the 10-yard line, where it will be 1st and goal for Sulphur Springs.
That's going to be the end of the first quarter at a 14-0 Wildcat lead.
13-yard gain on that pass from Mason Cooper to Jackson Virgil. Wildcats lead 15-0 as we go to the second quarter. This is Wildcats football on KSST. Okay, that's great.
There's my trick-or-treaters.
Wildcats football brought to you by Alliance Bank, BT Medical, City National Bank, Wesley House Assisted Living, Farm Country, CPI Technologies, and 903 Farm and Feed by the railroad tracks. Start of the second quarter, Wildcats 1st down and goal at the 10-yard line, leading Lake Dallas 14-0.
This has just been an exercise in being a better team and imposing yourself. This is exactly what we need to do. We need to do this second quarter, and then again, like last, we get some of the subs in and stay healthy for next week.
1st and goal.
Wildcats in the final regular season game play at Frisco Star in Frisco. So 1st down and goal. Wildcats now moving to the end zone at Gerald Prim Stadium. And look, this is like Jack Hare again into the Wildcat, and he hands off. That's interesting, and I guess that was Martin on the carry. Yeah, Martin.
We get down this close a lot of times. That's what we do. Again, this time we just get in there and say we're going your way.
2nd down goal.
So Dobson Martin to the 8-yard line for a gain of 2. 2nd goal at the 8. Tony told you, Mason Cooper, the senior, coming back at quarterback. Jackson Hare still in the game and will be at the running back position. Matthew G, who had the that set up the opportunity, is the back behind Hare. Roll on.
Ooh, that hadn't got picked. He threw it behind.
Oh my, picked off, intercept.
Ends tried to go in and then circle and go back out, and it was just a hair behind it. So that's first kink in the armor for us tonight.
Keenan Fort, 5'10", 145-pound junior defensive back, comes up with the interception at the goal line.
Yeah, it was. I mean, Virgil nearly got it from him, but it was just a hair behind. Able to turn when he got on the ground where the dual possession didn't come into play.
So they're fortunate. Obviously, he was tackled in the end zone, and it's a touchback, and it comes.
Yep.
He could have been.
It was real close, but where he got it, that was legit. So now let's see if Wildcats can hold it right there and get a 3-and-out punt.
Cash Davis still in there at quarterback. He hands off to Kevin O'Heary. Nothing doing there as he goes into the middle of the Wildcat line. And
I think that was Alex King just bear hugging. They're saying Jeter.
Matthew Jeter again.
Okay.
But Alex King, by the way, the outside linebacker, leads the Wildcats 51 tackles coming in tonight, including 3 tackles for loss. One of those Wildcats.
Yeah, we have Grayson Hardy back at safety again.
So 2nd down and 9 for Lake Dallas. Cash Davis, junior quarterback in the shotgun. Play action pass. To the field and complete at the 50.
They're trying to third into a good receiver. They tried to post with him twice, but we had 2 good coverage, double coverage with him. They had Trey on the left and went to the right.
That's Josh Moore. He came into the game with 10 catches for 141 yards total. 6'4", 185-pound senior.
So I'm wondering if he's been hurt or something, because he sure looks like a specimen. He looks like he ought to have more than 10. Looks like he ought to have about 30.
You might have a good point there. He might have been injured. So here is 3rd down and 9. Davis throwing. And is it picked off?
No,
almost.
Nearly. We got under and tipped it up, but couldn't quite get it. But now we've done our job 3-and-out with just 1 yard of defense, of offense by. So defense has really done well tonight. They've held them to basically nothing.
That time they were going for DJ Hicks, and it was James, I think, who almost came up with the interception.
I think so.
For the Cats.
We should come up in their territory unless they get a good. Oh, it's straight up. Get out of the way.
9. Jackson Hare back to return the punt, called fair catch at the Lake Dallas 45-yard line.
Here with the fair catch, the 45.
Almost had a little scuffle there with McCormick and Lake Dallas at about the 35. Reminds me, did you see the YouTube this week of a kid on a TV game pulling another kid's helmet off and just beating him with it?
No.
There's some more stuff going on in this world.
I'll tell you. That's a 21-yard punt.
It got deeper than I thought. I was going to be inside the 40.
The Wildcats again starting in Lake Dallas territory. That's the 3rd time tonight in Falcon territory. Only on one occasion have they not scored. 14-0, Sulphur Springs, 10-11 to go in the first half. Wildcat in here in 40.
And Martin's out at running back this time.
Okay.
Harry in the slot.
Mason Cooper fakes it to Martin, throws to the far side, complete, and down the field with the catch is
That's Jackson.
Is that Jackson Hare? Yeah, you're right.
When you get a ball right there, he got a good block to get past first man. Next one was squared up, and he didn't have a chance. Jackson gave him a hip, went around him, and somebody from the inside got him. He is fun to watch.
17 yards on the game. But at 16 is the 29-yard line. 1st down and 10, Sulphur Springs. Snap to Mason Cooper. Handoff goes to Dobson Martin. Martin lost the ball here.
Yep.
It's a loose. It is picked up by Lake Dallas, and here's a big return for the Falcons into Sulphur Springs territory.
Nathan Comas or Court. Yep, they stripped it from Dobson at about the 35 and picked it up, and he made a good run back all the way down to the 34 going in. So both of Lake Dallas's decent plays, the turnovers, but Wildcats hold them 4 downs now.
So Cornish, I don't know how long that was.
It at about 30-yard.
That's what I thought. So 20, 30,
36 yards.
36-yard return.
Yep. I think pretty close to it. They just pulled out of Dobson.
At the Sulphur Springs 34-yard line. This is, I think, the quarterback on the
quarterback. It was. Ruth knocked him forward 2 yards.
Now, may have been a wild for Lake Dallas. That may have been the receiver. Talking about Josh Moore.
I haven't been. I can see their numbers is good.
It's a 8 yard to the Sulphur Springs 26-yard line.
Is that number 18 is the quarterback?
No, that is Ben Allen. It might have been, I think, probably on the carry that time, Ben Allen on the first down carry. Now they give it off to Bryson Thurman, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage, or maybe not even that.
It'll be 3rd and 1. Let's see if we can hold them here and hold them 2 yards right quick. Get a turnover. We need somebody to break through the line right here.
Thurman got a yard there, so it is 3rd and 1 at the 20. Moving to the north end zone. Ben Allen in at quarterback now for Lake Dallas. He takes the snap. He's going to run it. First down, and a little bit more. He gets into the Wildcat secondary. Have a first down at the 19-yard line.
All right.
6-yard gain by Ben Allen, the senior quarterback.
7:45 with the running clock in the second quarter.
Wildcats leading 14-0. Alex McCormick made the tackle there for Springs. 46 tackles, including 2 sacks coming into the game tonight. Wildcats 18-yard. First threat for Lake Dallas. Off now to Bryson Thurman, going off tackle and now cutting it back. Gets down to the 16-yard line for a gain of about 3 yards.
4 yards play.
So second down and 7 scoreboard.
7.
16-yard line, ball between hash marks. Wind is really no at all tonight.
No, it was compared to the last couple of days.
Man,
I'm kind of glad.
Absolutely, that's wild. I guess that was Wednesday.
And we're real glad we're inside this Bill Bradford press box tonight.
Second down and 7. They give it again to Bryce Thurman, trying to go wide and cuts it back. And the Wildcats do a good job of containing the play. He gets to the 14-yard line.
Got out of it. Matthew came all the way from the right side. He was kind of blitzing, and he never gave up, and he was in on that tackle. So it's going to be 3rd and about 5.
Yeah, by the time they move the down marker, it will be 3rd and 5. Yeah. Just inside the 15-yard line of the Wildcats. So big play here. Wildcats leading 14-0. Just over 6 minutes left to go in the half, but a big opportunity here for Lake Dallas to get back in the game. Is set up on the fumble recovery and return by Nathan Corliss. 3rd and 4. Wildcats showing blitz. And Allen throwing into the end zone. Back corner of the end zone. Touchdown.
He got it. Came down with it and lost his helmet. I can't see. It looked like we were all sides here. Regardless, it was going to be a touchdown. It is at number 13.
The back corner of the end zone.
Yep.
And that is Josh Moore, whom we've been talking about. 6'4", 185. That'll be his first touchdown of the season.
I can't believe that. Something's going on to keep him away.
And now then we have a ball game. Here's the extra point attempt by Cooper Denshi, and it is good. And it's 14-7 all of a sudden. Sulphur Springs leading by only a touchdown with 5:45 left to go in the first half. It's Wildcat football, KSST. Okay, good. Just about to have the J. Hodge Chevrolet. Wildcats now leading 14-7. That is a relatively short drive there, 24 yards. After the fumble recovery by Nathan Cornish. It took them 6 plays, and then the 14-yard pass from Ben Allen to Josh Moore in the back corner of the end zone. Nicely thrown ball, Tony.
Yeah, it was. Looks like they're going to pooch kick again.
Denshi with the kick, And this is basically an onside kick.
Oh,
And very nearly scooped it.
Orion Jeff, he looked at that. All he saw was that scoreboard, and he was fixing to run to it. And he's lucky it went out of bounds, because that one turned out Lake Dallas had a real shot at it as well. So we're going to start at the 43-yard line. I think we'll loosen it up a little bit this time. We've been 90% run or better so far.
Was for all intents and purposes, I guess, an onside kick.
I guess so. I
kicked short on the
looked right
ground.
quick. He fooled me because I was looking to see how high he kicked it, and all of a sudden there it came.
But Jamorian Jeffrey almost got his hands on it and had a chance for a return.
Yep.
Give to Jackson Hare between the tackles. Again,
Got two.
expertly using his blockers, waiting for a block, and work his way up to the 45-yard line for a gain of 2 yards, but a well-earned 2 yards.
Yep.
Second and 8. 14-7 the Wild.
Our runs are not as productive as they were in the first quarter. In that first quarter, we just got out and we were getting 5 to 8 at a time. So we're going to have to check an edge or do a little pass. Got twins both sides.
To Matthew Cook, they're changing the play here with 7 seconds on the play clock. Changing the play. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Snap it at 1. And setting up a screen, it appears, ground. Throws it back to the middle of the field. He's lucky Jackson Hare was there.
Yeah.
Or maybe he wasn't so lucky.
No,
but
he should have thrown that one in the ground, because
Jackson-
we're going to lose 5. No,
Gonna
lose 7.
it's a big loss for the Wildcats.
Yep. Going to lose 7 yards. Going to be 3rd and 15.
He kind of flipped it out there, and
Yep.
Hare leaped up and made the kick, but then he was swarmed by Falcon tacklers
It
back
was
at the 38.
Nathan Cornish again. He's all over the field. He has by far been playing down so far, and we're lucky that it wasn't tipped somewhat
Oh, yeah.
for a turnover, because that would be 6. That was just blown up.
Not too long, the Wildcats were leading 14-0, and they were at the Dallas 8, but
Yeah.
the interception turned in a different game.
There we go.
Pass over the middle.
I think
This
that's
is
Jackson
complete, and into Lake Dallas territory goes.
Hare for a first down at the 41, and he gets up and helps the Lake Dallas player up. What a kid.
First down, Wildcats.
Perfectly thrown ball by Jason Cooper.
And that was, what, 3rd and 7?
3rd and 15.
3rd and 15?
3rd and 15. We got about 20 or 21 out of it, I think.
20 yards to Jackson Hare on 3rd and 15.
Clock's running, 3:35 and running. Lake Dallas to kick off to the 3rd quarter, so we need to use the clock up and score.
The snap to, and he throws out to Quinn in the flat for a bubble screen. There's no block, and Harris going down. Took 2 Lake Falcons to corral him, but they're going to say that his full progress was behind the line of scrimmage, so that's a loss.
Couple. That Nathan Cornish got it again. What size is Cornish? Because he's their player. He's a linebacker, and he's everywhere.
It's a 6'1", 200, Tony, and he is a senior.
He's strong, 6'1" and 200. He's out here now on the outside linebacker, but he's got both turnovers and lots of tackles.
2nd and 12. Take to Hare. Play action pass. Cooper going deep for Deacon Carpenter.
Oh.
Carpenter, did he get it?
No, that was for Varley.
I thought it was Carpenter.
You happen to see the lineman.
No.
The lineman at the snap, it looked like they dropped completely to the ground and then got back up like it was going to be a screen or something, and Cooper picked up and didn't get any rush.
Well, we were both wrong. It was Jamorian Jeff.
Was it Jamorian? Okay, I knew. I didn't think it was a 0. So.
And he didn't miss by much.
I think he got some fingertips. He did a really nice job of laying him out there, and he had 2 men.
A post pattern into the end zone. So this now is 3rd and 12 for Sulphur Springs from the Lake Dallas 43-yard line. Cooper back throw in trouble and going to be sacked.
Guess who's got him?
Cornish.
That boy's a player.
And forward progress.
49-yard line.
Sulphur Springs,
Sulphur
49.
Springs. So that's a loss of about 7 or 8.
Yeah. And fourth and long here for Sulphur Springs. And we have a timeout. Is that? It's not yet the 2 minute.
No, they're trying to get one before the 2 minutes.
Dallas is.
I think so.
Well, they're showing timeout scoreboard, I believe.
They haven't turned it yet.
Okay. So fourth and 20. Scoreboard says 20. I guess that would be correct. Yeah, fourth and 20.
Yeah, I think referee's having trouble with the mic.
So again, the Wildcats seem to be running away with this game not too long. 14-9. Matthew Jeter had intercepted the ball at Lake Dallas 24-yard line. They went to the 8, and then there was an interception for Lake Dallas and a touchback gave them the ball at 20. They had to punt. Wildcats got it back, and then the fumble recovered Nathan Cornist and returned 36 yards to the Sulphur Springs 24-yard line, and they went for a 14-yard touchdown pass from Allen to Josh Moore to make it 14-7. So all of a sudden, this is looking like a tough game for Wildcats.
Yep, and with 2 minutes, they're trying to correct the clock. The referee phone is working. There they've got 2:15. He hadn't signaled, but I feel certain that Lake Dallas called the timeout because they'll still get another timeout for the 2 minute timeout.
Coming maybe after this. So this is Jackson Hare back to punt for the Wildcats. Single return man back at the 15-yard line or between the 15 and the 20. For Lake Dallas, Hare kicking to the sideline. It's hard to say where that went out of bounds.
That went out. I think that's going to be outside the 30 to the 35. That wasn't much to it. It's going to be around the 35. No, 31.
31.
I think we're pretty fortunate right there. I think he was kicking away from the receiver.
Right.
But not that much.
Yeah, he was definitely kicking to the side, but as Tony says, I don't think he intended to.
So 2:08 left till halftime, so there'll be at least one play before the 2 minute timeout. And Wildcats all of a sudden need to play some defense to keep from being tied going into half. Like you say, the tide has turned right now. We need to get a turnover or at least stay status quo.
That was a 19-yard. And Ben Allen passing, and again they go to Josh Moore.
Yep.
Over on the far side, down and out.
He's going to have his 10 receptions in the first half. That'll be at least 4.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's an 8 game there.
He went out there. They could be setting up an out and up on him.
Second at 39-yard line. Wild leading 4-7. 0-2 left to go, so we'll have play. Snap to
same play.
Allen passing once again, complete to Josh Moore.
Yep. Down 158. We'll have the 2 minute 2 minute timeout right now.
And, first down on that pass, and Moore steps out of bounds. So the Wildcats leading 14-7, in which is all of a sudden a very competitive football game.
Yep.
Wildcat football continues after this on KSST.
Finally got something from the National Weather Service. Humidity is 41%, wind is from the southeast at 5 miles an hour, and temperature outside under fair skies is 60 KSST.
All right, great. Thank you, James.
5 seconds. 4.
Tonight, during the 2 minute warning, we would like to honor our 2025 UIL academic.
With 1:58 left to go. In the first half, Sulphur Springs leading 14-7.
Unparalleled success.
Referee put the ball in play, and we've got part of our band members being recognized during the timeout. We were fixing to have an issue.
Wildcat Band, by the way, going back to the marching band competition November 5th in San Antonio after an excellent performance at the area meet this past week at Longview Pine Tree. First down and 10 for Lake Dallas. And again, throwing to the sideline, and this is Gavin Young who makes the catch. And
McCormick and Wisden on the tackle.
Gain to the Sulphur Springs 45-yard line. That's first down.
We're feeling so big to to Ben Allen.
And it's picked off
There
in the
we
flat.
go.
And this is
Gio
Ibarra. Great move
There
at the
we
25-yard line.
There we
Gio
go.
Ibarra. Touchdown, Sulphur Springs. His second interception and second touchdown.
Hold on to the interception. That's what the doctor ordered right there. That kind of put things back in perspective. And boy, once he had it, there was no doubt he was gone to the house. Good job, Gio Ibarra.
So he made that interception about 40-yard line?
About 45, I'm going to say.
45. All right, so let's call that a 55-yard interception return. Now, one at a couple weeks ago, I was told me after the fact was a 100-yard return.
Really?
The kick now by Eric Rodriguez
Good
is
again.
up and good at 21-7. That'll change
In a
the
matter
game.
of one play, the complexion completely balanced out again. So that's the defense has really performed well, and the offense had too. The 2 turnovers just happenstance, but defense has really risen up too.
Wildcats lead at 21-7. This is Wildcats football on KSS2. Okay. Yes,
It
sir.
was.
Just about to have the J. Hodge Chevrolet kickoff. At first, I thought it was Creed, not Tony, that had intercepted, but then I saw Gio's number 3.
Before I could up on 3, I thought Jackson Harris on the defense because I and it was 7, and who's he can do that too.
How about
Gio?
he's fun,
And he's been on the big boy too, and done well.
55-yard interception return, an excellent cutback at about the 20-yard line to evade the tackle for Lake Dallas.
Got a fair catch at about the 27-yard line for
Far
Lake
side.
Dallas.
Yep.
So a minute 36 now. Now we need to run that clock off without giving up any points, and that touchdown makes a difference. But now that Lake Dallas has a decision, are you going to try to throw it and risk another turnover? Because I think they were just setting up for an out and up or more.
From their 20-yard line, Sulphur Springs leading 21-7. Lake Dallas one time showing on the scoreboard here. Now Ben Allen throwing post pattern and misses his man at about 30 yards. Wildcat had him really well there.
Yeah, Young was receiver and Wisdom passed him, and he
Right.
perfect there. I knew they were going to try it deep. I thought they'd be trying it with more, but who knows? They messed around here. We got a timeout left. We'll score.
Creed Wisenhunt, the free safety, of course, the regional 100-meter sprint champion this spring. Terrific speed. 2nd and 10. The 28-yard line. Throwing over the middle and has his hand, looks close to the 40-yard line. That is D. Hicks.
Down, stop. The clock's going to stop now. It starts up again. Minute 20 and running.
Gain of 12, first down. Ball on the near hash mark. They move right to left. Snap to Ben Allen. Rolling out to his right, feeling some
There's
pressure.
a pick.
And it is picked off again. Sulphur Springs.
I think that's 15. I think that's going to be Matthew Jeter with his second interception.
Wow, his second interception in the first half.
That they just threw right to him. He's done a good job of getting in the passing line, but it looked like he just all of a sudden forgot what color jersey he was wearing. So, minute 7 left. I think the Wildcats are fixing to at least get a field goal attempt off right here. So things are really looking good. We can throw this one into another 7 points.
Matthew Jeter, his second interception. In the first half, he didn't have an interception coming into the game.
Yeah.
And he's now tied for the lead, the team lead with Gio Ibarra, who just had 1 minute ago, returned it 55 yards for a touchdown down the near sideline.
I was thinking that there may be something going on with the officials, but now all they were trying to do is get the game ball. Well, there must have been. I bet they're going to get it for celebration, and I don't blame them. 15 yards for unsportsmanlike after the play, I imagine. Personal foul.
Personal foul.
Against Sulphur Springs.
Okay, blindside block is that signal. Okay. That's okay. That's an effort play.
That was the referee Mike D. Jones, we're told, has been a referee now for 50 years, making the call there. So back at the 44-yard line in Sulphur Springs territory. First down and 10, play action pass. Matthew Cooper throwing over the middle. And
like Virgil or
incomplete.
Jeffrey.
Yeah, Jamori. No,
yeah.
That was
18.
Yeah,
Jamori Jeffrey. Through traffic.
So second and 10, 44-yard. Wildcats up 20-7, 1 scoring on the clock before halftime.
I like throwing the ball right now. Throw it deep. See if you can get something else. We can always punt.
Right.
But Jackson Hare's in the backfield now. Sometimes his little run up the middle is about like a deep throw.
Snap to Mason Cooper, sprinting out to right, passing, complete.
Like
And
Carpenter.
into Lake Dallas territory it goes.
That's Deacon.
That's Deacon Carpenter
He
with the
didn't
kick.
get out of bounds. He did get a first down, so we got clock stop and first down. 51 seconds, so we put the play in right quick. Still got time to be going.
He marked the ball at the Lake Dallas 46-yard line, near hash mark. 3 wide left, 1 wide right. Fake to Hare. Cooper passing. And
I think that's
at the 36-yard line.
Carpenter.
It's Deacon Carpenter.
Clock's run, so he was right at the first down, and he back. So now they spike it. It's going to be 3rd and 1.
1 second and 1,
Yep.
and the spike makes it 3rd and 1. Wildcats do have 1 timeout.
Yep.
30
Saving
seconds.
it a little bit, but I think we used it right there. Carpenter, if he hadn't had to come back for the ball, had the first down, but he had to dive backwards, and they made a good spot on it. So now you got 2 downs to get you first downs. They'll probably run this one.
They may have in mind field goal attempt Eric Rodriguez. He's 3 of 4 this year. Give it to Jackson Hare. Hare, a stiff arm, going off to the right, still going out wide and out of bounds.
Got his first down and saved the time by going out. I knew once he got outside, he was good. 22 seconds left and a fresh set of downs, so we're going to control the ball for the last half. I still think we'll make at least 1 or 2 bids for the end zone here with pass.
Hare out of bounds at the Lake Dallas 51-yard line, first down and 10, 22 seconds on the clock. Wildcats leading 21-7. 1
Still
timeout.
just a 3-man rush, too. They're not showing blitz.
Fake to Hare. Cooper in the pocket and
Tipped.
passing. Yeah, I think that was a touch to Falcon lineman.
Second down.
Second 10. 31-yard.
18 seconds.
Yeah, 18 seconds. I would say, let's see, if we kicked it from here, it would be put down at the 38. That's a 48-yard field goal. That would be about the extent of Eric Rodriguez's range.
I would say we need to get 10 more, and then we'd be looking good.
Yeah. Second and 10. Cooper
Incomplete.
feeling the pressure, tries to get it off over the middle to Jackson, but it falls incomplete at his heels.
Jackson was a safety valve, put it out blocking and went out. The last couple of passes have been underthrown, so we need to get Mason to load up again this time. 3rd and 10, 16 seconds. Now we do need that 10 yard instead of the home run. Of course, a home run looked good, but
Have any thought of the field goal?
yep.
You want to get in better position. Fake to Jackson Hare on this 3rd and 10, passing over the
Got
middle.
him.
It is complete, inside the 20. Once again, no, that is
Virgil.
that's Jackson Virgil with the catch to the 16. And they stopped the clock to move the chains with 10 seconds showing.
Why are they not? There's the clock.
Now they're going to roll the
They're
clock.
going to spike it. Well, I think we should have used our timeout right there because now we can't afford to run a play. That wasn't very good use of the clock. If we'd have called timeout, we'd have had one play before. So we're going to have to go field goal here.
5 seconds on the clock. 21-7 Sulphur Springs. It's going to be a second down and 10 at the 17-yard line. Is that right?
Looks, 17.
So you put it down at the 24, be a 34-yard
And
field goal.
There comes Rodriguez. That's what we're fixing to do. So that's
He is, I said, 3 of 4, 3 of 5 on his field goal attempts. His long has been 36. So this is within his range.
got some kind of discussion going on between referee and Faircloth.
Angle will be to the left. Ball is on the near hash mark. Eric Rodriguez, the senior kicker for Sulphur Springs, coming on.
So they've got it set down.
Be 33.
Yep.
33-yard kick.
That's well within his range.
Matthew Jeter, who has 2 interceptions, the deep snapper. Mason Clipper, the holder.
And now the referee's looking at something on the scoreboard or somewhere. A lot of confusion here on this last play.
Referee Mike D. Jones stepped in there and admonished someone. 33-yard field goal attempt by Eric Rodriguez with 5 seconds showing on the clock before halftime. Wildcats leading 21-7. There's the snap, ball down. Kick is on the way.
Looks good.
Kick
there
is
it
good.
is. Boy, that was good by another 15 yards. Great job. And that ran out the clock. It was the high. So 24-7 lead for the Wildcats at halftime. A lot different than that 14-7 looked.
Right, just a short time ago. So we have to add here that 903 Farm and Feed by the railroad track says, way to go Wildcats, for that 33-yard field goal by Eric Rodriguez. And the Wildcats lead 24-7 at halftime, a field goal in the final play of the first half. This is Wildcats football on KSST. Yeah.
3-1 Dodgers.
Good.
Bottom of 5.
It goes 7.
Yeah, I hate missing it. Of course, we may be home. And no, we won't be home unless it's extras more than likely.
Wildcat football on KSST brought to you by the Alliance Bank, BT Medical, City National Bank, Wesley House Assisted Living, Farm Country, CPI Technologies, and 903 Farm and Feed by the railroad tracks. And by the way, for the Texas first half by Deacon Carpenter, Jackson Hare, and Gio Ibarra, and the field goal by Eric Rodriguez. 903 Farm and Feed by the railroad track says way to Wildcats 24-6. Wildcats leading at halftime, and it's kind of a strange first half. At least there in the first quarter, Sulphur Springs is going to run away and
Yep.
and Lake Dallas made this tremendous charge. The game not quite interception and the return by Ibarra really changed the complexion of the game.
About 3 or 3.5 minutes left in the half, we were at 14-7, and all of that round was from that one man, that Nathan Cornish from Lake Dallas. He was intercepting, stealing a fumble, and making big tackles, and he was all everywhere, but all of a sudden Gio forget about it.
Picked it off at the 45-yard line, ran it back down the near, made a nice back to the inside of the 20, and took it on into the end zone for second touchdown on an interception this season. He had an interception in the game against Salina, and I think we originally said it was 96 yards. You only get the chance to see it without a replay, and I later that it was 100-yard return by
it was a bunch.
Ibarra in again, certainly the highlight of that game. So the Wildcats on the board first, and they took the off. It was a nice return by Keyshawn Jones. Short kick to the Dallas 46-yard line, and Deacon Carpenter 7-yard touchdown pass. 7-yard touchdown pass. Mason Cooper make it 7-0. 7:52 left to go in the quarter. Wildcats came back on their second position following a punt. They went 81 yards, 9 plays. Touchdown came on Tony. What was a shovel pass from Mason Cooper to Jackson Hare.
Very safe pass.
As Cooper was sitting right and Hare coming back to the left, and Mason Cooper just kind of shoveled it forward to him, and Hare did a in the open field and got a goal line, a 17-yard touchdown to make it 14-0. That came late in the first quarter, 1:40 to go. Then Matthew Jeter had the first of his 2 interceptions in the first half, and the Wildcats had the ball. The diving reception, and had the ball at the Lake Dallas 24, dropped the 8. Came up with an interception. Keenan on the interception, and he made the interception just inside the end zone, so they got a touchback, got it out to the 20-yard line, but able to do anything with the ball, and they punted. And the Wildcats then, again, with great field position at the Lake Dallas yard, Nathan Cornish recovered a fumble for Lake Dallas, returned it 36 yards, Sulphur Springs 24-yard line, and they had a 10-yard touchdown pass from Ben Allen to Josh Moore in the back corner of the end zone to make it 14. 5:45 left to go. Wildcats then had to punt the ball back to Lake Dallas, and Lake Dallas was starting to move the ball. Tony, 14 G off that pass and ran it back 55 yards for a touchdown to make it 21-7. The Wildcats got the second interception of the night by Matthew Jeter just before the down at the gun, so to speak, to end the first final play of the first half. 3-yard field goal by Eric Rodriguez.
That ball was at the top of the uprights when it went over from there. It was good for at least another 20 yards. So put that in your hip pocket on in the year if it becomes necessary.
Yeah, I think he's capable of kicking one from 45 to 50 yards.
From that is, of course, next be no wind, everything comes in play.
That will reverse so Panther Creek at the Star. It's Cowboys practice facility, but of course that's also a great high school football facility there in Frisco, and that is where the will play. Panther Friday night, and we're looking forward to that. But it's 24-7, the Wildcats leading over Lake Dallas here at halftime. So this thing has swung back wild. Looked like Sulphur Springs was going to run away, and Lake Dallas looked like they
it's Halloween.
And the last 3 or 4 minutes of the first, Wildcats come back and open up that 24-7 lead at halftime.
We do have North Dallas with the opening kickoff of the third quarter, so we've got to play defense. And if we hold them right there and then come down and score again, the balance of power is back where it needs to be.
Well, let's talk about some other things. Sulphur Springs Lady Cats won their by-district match versus Will Point Thursday night, 3 games tonight. That's now 31-9 for the season, and next they play Lindale. District winners over Longview Pine Tree. Tony, as of this morning, I have not seen a date or site. It may have been announced sometime today.
Yeah, I don't know.
I expect that will be Tuesday night of next week. We'll see if we can look that up for you here at halftime. Wildcat Band at the area this past week at Longview Pine Tree, and once again they qualified to go to the state marching band competition. San Antonio in the Alamo Dome, November 5th. And oh man, that Wildcat Band, hearing them shortly here at halftime, but good going band. Other games this evening around the area, 3-1 7th ranked Commerce at Rains tonight. Tigers coach, former Wild John McSheffrey, who played on that 2008 state championship team. Mineola at Eustis. Mount Vernon at home versus Malakoff. Tough there for Mount Vernon.
Yep.
Como Picton at Rivercrest. Cumbie at Maud. Golden at Paul Pewitt. And in 6-man football tonight, Campbell at St. Joe. Winsboro is.
I've got a few scores.
Good.
That's got some of them. Honeygrove is leading Cooper 28-15 at halftime. Pittsburgh is losing to Pleasant Grove out of Texarkana 37-7. That's a big game in D2. Flower Man Marcus 14, Little Elm Lobos 3 at halftime. Greenville losing to Kaufman 21-7. Cumbie losing to Maud 24-16 at halftime. Commerce is only up 16-6 over Emory with 3 minutes into halftime, so that's a little bit of a shock to me. Panther Creek is up 24-0 over Aubrey with 6 minutes left at halftime, or till halftime. Malakoff is ahead of Vernon 21-14, and Community is down 54-0 to Salina at the 2-minute timeout. Bless their hearts. Sometimes you just ought to go home.
I feed those kids.
Yep.
I mean, they have a lot of courage to just show up and take a beating every week.
And one thing I was looking forward to seeing and a chance in the is we need, not in that, we need to apply Wilson Cooper. Senior quarterback very much came with this injury. A very admirable job to stay with the program when you're not a starter. Don't get all the accolades. There's a whole lot of Mason Cooper stories out there, but he's getting to live his dream a little bit right now, and we ought to applaud him.
You bet. He's the kind of kid, I have no idea what his ambitions are, but he's the kind of kid that would make a great coach.
He absolutely would. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. So in 7-4A, the Wildcats district, Salina is at 4-0 in the district, 8-0 in regular season play in the full season. Panther Creek at 3-1 and 7-1 for the season. Wildcats at 3-1. So as of right now, Panther Creek for second place, and then they play next week in Frisco at the Star.
Yeah, determined seed 2-3.
Paris is 2-3 in the district with a 5-4 overall, and then Aubrey 2-3, 3-6 for the season. Lake Dallas tonight 1-3, 4-4 for the season. Community 0-4 and 1-7.
Yep.
So not to get too deep into this, but look at 8-4A Division 1, which is the district we're matched up again at the by-district level.
Correct.
So Carter is 5-0. Dallas Carter, who's been 3 years in a row in by-district. Lincoln is 5-1. Kimball is 4-1. Pinkston is 3-2. So it matters whether the Wildcats finish second. They would need to be Creek next week to finish second, and we would play the number 3 team out of that district.
Didn't you say Lincoln and Kimball play next week in that district?
Carter and Lincoln play.
Carter and Lincoln, okay.
They play Thursday night, but we will know Friday.
We'll know what standings are by the time we play.
Kimball plays North Dallas, which is much more competitive than it used to be. They're 3-3 in the district, 4-5 season, so that's not a gimme for Kimball. Lincoln game is going to go a long way toward determining who Sulphur Springs will play.
Yep.
In the by-district game, and obviously the game next Friday night at the Star against Frisco Panther Creek is the thing that's going to mainly.
It's going to be and better be ready.
Better buckle up.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be great playing at the Star. It's going to be one of these, wow, look at this, and you're going to have a lot of distractions. So I hope they go early, let them do the walk around and get used to it a little bit, because it's game time. We better have that strap buckled tight as it is, because we're going to have this. This is going to be the game to Salina,
right?
And I'm not so sure Salina by a touchdown. I'm not sure that Salina is a better team.
Mm-hmm. And I did not check this because, as far as I know, Panther Creek is ranked 7th in the state. The Wildcats are 10th this week, by the way. Sulphur Springs back in the top 10, having fallen out to the Wildcats are again ranked 10th in the state. So that's a huge game next Friday night. Presume Wildcats hold on and win here, leading 24-7 at half. That will be a very, very big game, not only in but really statewide.
The fans need every effort to be over and support Wildcats too, because it was going to be 30 degrees and drizzle a little bit. In fact, we're going to be indoors and really take advantage of it. But that is if you haven't been to the Star, a gorgeous place to watch football. Of course, the indoors Wildcat or the Cowboy practice facility. But I went a couple of years ago and watched a doubleheader with Highland Park and Tyler and Longview and them, and I mean, it was nasty outside. It was nice to just comfort, but just look around. This is what football gets to do some places.
College games, we've had quite a few Texas teams that have already played this week. Tuesday night, Kennesaw State over UT El Paso, 33-20. James Madison beat Texas State 52-20. Bob kind of followed after a good start. Thursday, UT San Antonio over Tulane, 48-6. And tonight, Memphis is playing at Rice. Sam Houston is at Louisiana Tech. And Vanderbilt at Texas will be on ABC. Game's pretty much at 11 Saturday with one exception. Miami at SMU at 11 tomorrow. That's a big game.
It's a big game, but if you're an SMU fan, you might want to wince a little bit. I'm afraid that one's going to be a biggie.
That's on ESPN. West Virginia at Houston on FS1. These are all at 11 tomorrow. So your channel changer is going to get a workout.
Yeah.
Central Florida at Baylor. ESPN at 11. And here's the one that I would like to watch. I hope I get to see some of it. Navy at North Texas. Navy is 7-8.
Yep.
North Texas
good run.
7-1.
Yep.
So it's going to be on ESPN too.
Where that?
That is in
Denton. That'll be interesting.
30 Texas Tech at Kansas State.
That's big. That's real big for the Big 12.
And then at 6 tonight, East Texas A&M at Southeast Louisiana. So there's your college football.
I've got to get on more and figure out how to watch some of this. YouTube took ABC and ESPN off last night.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I had to figure out how to get it, so I may be coming knocking on somebody's door tomorrow to watch TV for a big recliner and a Coke.
Well, you come to our house, although I won't be there. I'll be over in Dallas with my Texas State Network.
Josh is supposed to be sending me some instructions on how to find it, so I might be up all night trying to figure it out all these early games.
All right, we have our and supported by the Springs High School. And here they
Officers of this historic line are your junior lieutenants, Shaylee Johnson and Abby Noguera, Senior Lieutenant Irma Moreno, Co-Captain Ian, and leading your voices onto the fight, your Captain of Kios. Recognize Blazes of the Week, Riley Matthews, and their Spirit Girl of the Week, Brielle Brown. And this week's Coach Babe Dorner. The Blue Blazes can't thank sponsors enough for this year. Sponsors include Nation Funding, Grub House, R.W. Hall, J&D Dole, and Mulching, noting the Fuller family, the Palacios family, Highway 19 Construction, the Shop, House of Sabo, Ed Slaughter's Barbecue, Wise Towing, Credit Union of Texas, HTI, Honda, Custom Kits, Corner Renovations, and Burris Laundry Services. Also, special shout to their and their managers. The Blue Blazes are under the direction of alumni member Meredith Idle and assistant director, also alumni member Trinity. Now join the Blazes as they start the excitement with an entertaining step routine to I Get Around.
Ladies and gentlemen, here they come. Your 2025 state band for the fourth year in a row. Man, oh man, that Wildcat band. The band is being led on to the field by drum majors Kenny Gibson, Rafael Flores, Anthony Small, and Charles McDermott. Our Wildcat Band members of the week are all 37 of our amazing seniors who are marching in their final home performance and are among the first class in state history to qualify for the UIL state contest all 4 years. Tonight, the Wildcat Band performs their 2025 UIL competition show, Stained Glass. Now, sit back and enjoy the Sulphur Springs Wildcat Band and Stained Glass. We are proud to recognize this year's senior class of 2026. Seniors, please come forward. These 37 band seniors represent numerous sweepstakes awards, 2 All-Staters, and now 4 trips to the UIL State Marching Contest. Tonight, they're all marching the field, their final home show. Band senior class of 2026, take a bow and be recognized. Excited to present this year Band Bow and Band Sweetheart as voted on by the Wildcat Band. The 2025 Band Bow is Kenny Gibson. And 2025 Band Sweetheart is Dylan McKinney. Congratulations to both of you. And now, on the show. band hopes to join us in San Antonio Wednesday in the Dome. It's here on our band state. Prelim performance is at 3:30. And go Wildcats!
We are at halftime, and the Wildcats are leading over Lake Dallas 24-7. We'll come back with the start of the second half, and Wildcat football continues after this on KSST. Yeah.
Girls basketball scrimmage starts tomorrow.
No rest for the weary. No, but thank you.
Yes, I'm watching it here. Well, you're up with it right now, last I checked. Yep, 3.
Just about to have the J. Hodge Chevrolet kickoff here. As Wildcat kicking off to Dallas to start the second half. Wildcat football brought to you by Alliance Bank, BT Medical, City National Bank, Wesley House Assisted Living, Farm Country, CPI Technologies, and 903 Farm and Feed by the railroad tracks.
Had a little delay getting the clock set. Now they're back setting up and going, ready to go.
Eric Rodriguez set the kick for the Wildcats.
Looks like a pooch kick to the 30 over here.
Only backing off 4 steps. There the ball is teed up at the 40, and he does kick it short to the near side, and a fair catch called for at the 25-yard thereabouts.
And young catch. Tell you what, Rodriguez can really kick that high for the short.
Yeah, he is a very skilled kicker.
He absolutely is. Real unassuming young man, size-wise and all that. He is skilled. Chance to do something at the next level, too.
You bet. So first down at the 5-yard line for Lake Dallas, trailing 24-7. They'll be moving to the end zone stadium. Snap goes to the quarterback, and that is Cash Davis back in the game. He hands off, and this is Kevin O'Heary over the left side, and he's all the way out to the 32-yard line, a gain of 7 yards.
Truth was in there and got him. That's 2 times. Truth has carried him about 3 yards forward to tackle. So he's going to have to start carrying them a little bit and pulling back on them.
And down 3 for Lake Dallas. Ball's on our hash, close to it. And the again to this in the shotgun. He gives it to O'Heary going right, and he is not going to be able to go very far, but then he cuts it back and does a pretty nice job of sticking out a couple of yards up to the 34.
Out of nothing.
He was going to his right. Looked like the Wildcats had him bottled up, but then he cut him.
Trey Pennell on the tackle there. 3rd and 1 now. Let's see if we can get straight and force them. Defense comes out big right there at the back.
Direct snap O'Heary.
He fell
Davis
into it.
Under center, and he goes to the right side.
Snap went back to O'Heary.
And looks like he gets first down at the 35-yard line.
He barely. We really all of a sudden jumped up there and had 9 men on the line of scrimmage. Had an alternative. As it got their first down.
The starting quarterback, Cash Davis, is back in there. Ben Allen saw most of the action in the second quarter. Snap to Davis. Ends off to O'Leary, and a big hole for O'Leary over the left side, and he shoots through that hole across the 45 up to the 47-yard line for a gain of 12 yards.
Grayson Hardy made the tackle.
Grayson Hardy, the free safety, or actually the strong safety, makes the tackle for the Wildcats. Hardy with 35 tackles coming into the game.
I think he's getting more tackles now that he's back at the safety.
I think you're right.
He's more in the middle of the field. He gets to ever play.
Again, O'Leary on the handoff. Going to his right and cutting it back slightly, and short gain for him out to the 48-yard line. I guess that's just 1 yard.
About yard and a half's all he got there.
So 2nd down and 9 for Lake Dallas. First possession of the second half. Wildcats lead 24-7. Lake Dallas approaching midfield here. Cash Davis, the 6'2 junior quarterback in the shotgun, has back to his right. That's O'Leary. Gives it to O'Leary. It's the run-pass option there, and O'Leary going to his left and is going nowhere.
I think that was Truth, and Wisnant got in there.
Alex McCormick also.
They did him a favor by leaving him at the line of scrimmage. I didn't think he got back, but they kept him right there. So 3rd and 9.
Big play here for the Falcons and for the Wildcat defense. Sulphur Springs leading 24-7.
My man Josh Moore is out on this side checking his play.
And a 17-yard touchdown pass. Others in 6'85. Josh Moore.
4 people down here on this side, one on the other.
Yeah, they have 4 here to the near side. Davis getting around. They're setting screen, but it's not going to be very successful as the Wildcats all over that. That is Gavin Young, who caught the ball, and I'm not sure he got back to the line of scrimmage.
He didn't. Zay Godbolt, I think, is the one that came in there and popped him. Didn't make the tackle, but he spun him like a top, and then the reinforcements came and got him. It was either Zay or Alex King, 26, I think.
Lost a yard back to the Falcon, 47-yard line. And here's the punt. Going to be a fake, and throwing the ball, and it is complete. The punter throwing a pass for Gavin Young.
T.J. Bolden broke it up. It wouldn't have mattered if he'd have caught it because he was going to be caught for no gain, and they needed 9 yards. So once again, Wildcat defense comes through. We're going to start out on the 47-yard line going in.
The punter, Cooper Denchey, trying to throw in the Gavin Young. But Wildcats having none of it. If again, real possession at Dallas 47-yard line.
That one was blown up from the get-go because when we threw it, there was basically no chance.
It seems like a desperation move, Tony.
Yeah, it's trying to get something, but you've got to hit a bigger homer than
blitz. It's handed off, and I think this is Jackson Hare, left tackle. Hare across the 45 down to 43.
Long 4, short 5. Looked like going to be 2nd and 6.
He's 2nd and 6 for the Wildcats.
Working heavy off that left side where we've got McCarroll and Vincent.
Yeah, they were
not
coming,
a bad spot to come.
They were coming with outside blitz that time.
That was my man Cornish, the 0 that's missed everything.
3 main front for Lake Dallas. Snap to Mason Cooper. Give it to Jackson Hare. You can see him those blocks. There's just nothing there for him that time.
Not that time. That one was just a little slow developing.
He might have got a yard.
Looks like, give him 2.
Actually got 2. 41.
3rd and 4.
Better than I thought.
Yeah.
3rd and 4 at the Lake Dallas 1-yard line. That's leading 24-7. Clock is rolling with 6:55 to go in the third.
Little report from World Series. Bottom of the 7th, 3-1 Dodgers. 2 out, run our own 2nd for Toronto. So Dodgers trying to play one more.
Here's the 3rd and 4 play. Give it to Jackson Hare. Hare between the tackles. Pro line. Using his blockers. Feeling his and gets the 38-yard line. He'll be about a yard short.
Short, but we'll be going for it. Here comes the look at the beef coming in. Wow. We're going north on this play.
Truth Holmes is coming in, and also this is Trip McIntyre comes in.
I bet go left tackle. Got a Wildcat with Jackson up there. He can go either side.
And you got Big Vic Johnson at left tackle going 350.
So where is 0? We're going to go against opposite 0. I think we'll come left.
Snap to Jackson Hare on this 4th and 1. Hare over the right side has the first down. Great blocking by the Wildcat line there to the 30-yard line.
He just kind of tippy-toed and got through there. Nobody could put a lick. A very easy first down at the 29-yard line.
4th and 1, they got 8.
On just a Wildcat up the middle. But we put that much meat in there, it's hard to stop. And again, North Dallas, like us, is just putting a man rush on the defense. Ours has worked out. We started earlier in the season. I didn't really like it, but they've developed into it and have taken to it now.
Actually, they got to the first down play action pass. Cooper returning has that out there. That's Jackson Hare. Touchdown.
What a play.
Post pattern.
Yep.
And Hare makes the catch 2 yards deep in the end zone. And the Wildcats jump out to that 37 lead now.
There you go. I knew we'd open it up pretty quick.
That's the 3rd touchdown pass of the night for Mason Cooper.
And in 2 weeks, that's not a bad couple of weeks.
That's all right. 29-yard TD pass.
Perfectly thrown. Had very good protection. Was able to sit back there.
And Hare had a couple of steps on the defender.
Yep.
And the extra point by Eric Rodriguez. Up and good. He has not missed this season. 31-7. Wildcats comfortably in front now with 22 left to go third quarter. It's football on KSST.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take this time to again honor the 2025 UIL academic team from Sulphur Springs. They got a little bit shortchanged earlier this evening, so let's give them a big round of applause.
It's a 47-yard drive for the Wildcats in 5 plays. Lake Dallas ran a fat punt and gave the Wildcats the ball at their own 47-yard line. 29-yard touchdown pass, Cooper, Jackson Hare. And by the way, 903 Farm and Feed by the rail track says way to go.
Perfect thrown ball. Mason Cooper can throw a good ball.
Here's the J. Hodge Chevrolet by Eric Rodriguez. Again, they kick it to the sideline and catch at around the 28-yard line.
Young again with the 29-yard line. First down, Falcons.
5-2 left, and what we need right now is we got that happy clock each week. We need a happy clock. Injury, get this under our and then turn toward Frisco Panther 3.
Right. This game turned around that 55-yard interception return for a touchdown by Gio Ibarra late in the first half. This was getting to be kind of a tense contest at that point.
I could see this turning in just like Paris, where Paris took the lead in the third quarter.
It felt much like that. Great point. First down, Lake Dallas. They keep it on the ground, go off left tackle. Nice game here.
It's probably that O'Hare again. He's pretty good jump.
Kevin O'Hare.
Looks like he ought to be a guard. He gets up a little limpy there, but he's set at the table quite a bit.
5'8", 192.
Yeah.
He came in 479 yards rushing, 5.4 yards per carry, and 3 touchdowns.
You got 100 yards and only 5'8". That's a chump.
Second 6. Again, O'Hare, he jumped away from a tackler, jumped there, and comes across the 37 for another nice gain.
The 4 yards, make it 32.
This is a senior-laden team, though, for Lake Dallas. Most of their key O'Hare is so.
Okay. So there's a whole bunch of them because we're the same way.
2nd and 2. 3rd and 2, I'm sorry. Third and two for Lake Dallas from the 37-yard line. Ball between the hash marks as they move left to right. Snap to Davis, the quarterback. Is it Perry again going right, cuts it back, and he breaks clear and gets all the way to mid. Big game there of 12 yards, 13
Jackson
yards.
Medlock rode him down, but he got through that first charge and got the first down.
Good yardage. He's dragged down by Jackson
Clock's moving
Medlock.
inside 4 minutes.
After Falcon first down at the 50.
So O'Hare making no for Lake Dallas.
Now we look at that boy down here at the bottom, though. They're going to try another shot with him.
That's Josh Moore, 6'4", 185-pound out, who had a touchdown in the first half. And Cash Davis throwing to the far side, complete on the flat. They're long pass there, Tony.
Gavin Young, maybe.
It's the field. Yes, that is Gavin. Yeah, Gavin Young.
He kind of slipped and got up a little bit empty there, but he's in right now.
It's to the Wildcat 34-yard line. Gain of 6.
2nd and 4.
Yep. 2nd and 4. So this is a nice drive for Dallas. Trail 31-7.
That's the deal. Nice drive. It's taking time off the clock, too, that they don't have.
Over 3 minutes on the third quarter. This is O'Hare going way to the right, makes the corner, turns upfield, and lowers his shoulder as he gets the 30-yard line down to about the
Iberia on top. He had a head of steam up, and he hated up with him on that one, but he made the stop good enough for down at the 19.
29.
29.
That's 15 yards on the gain there by Kevin O'Hare.
Yep, he got outside, and nobody flushed the edge on that one, so he got a head of steam.
They have driven from their own 28-yard line to the Wildcat 29. It's the 6th play of the drive. And again, O'Hare takes the handoff this time. The Wildcats shut the door, and they're going to drop him a big loss.
That was T.J. Bolden. Has enough of this, took him back for about a 3-yard loss. So now 2nd and 13. Good job, T.J.
T.J. Bolden. Wildcat tackle coming. Now he had 6 half tackles for loss, so that'll get 7.5 loss. Lake Dallas behind the chains at the 32-yard line. 13. Ball on the knee.
There he
Davis into the short side. Much room there, and he had
lucky he didn't look because Moore had our guy Gio beat early, and there's differential there. Gio sometimes physics can't work with you.
Alex King, the Wildcat tackler, and outside on the there on Cash Davis made him get rid of it.
Running sideways, which is why he couldn't throw it deep.
3rd and 3rd. Wildcat 32. Davis in the shot. Pedal pressure. Pushed out. Went to his left. Double going to be sacked.
Truth. Is that truth? No, that's 20.
That is.
I didn't see what the penalty was, but we, of course, we're going to decline it. So now it's going to be 4th and about 28.
4th sack of the season for Alex King, the senior linebacker.
That when he got on him, he looked like he knew exactly where that quarterback was going.
Was his 4th and 32?
Should be 28. They said 3rd and 13
10,
before.
20, and a high snap. So yeah, we'll see 4th and 28, and the punter does a great job of coming down with that high snap. Cooper Denchey, and gets the punt away.
It's going to be about the 26 or 27 yard line to start.
Still, he averted disaster.
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
No, they're 22. I'm sorry.
From the 47 it was.
Big culinary class tonight. The meal press box.
30-yard punt. Not bad. Under the
Well, it couldn't get to it, and it was all roll. So that's still all right. So 1:14 left. Been a pretty quick third quarter with just one score, and that's usually what happens when you have a decided game at halftime. his second half is a little bit more competitive.
1-7, the Wildcats leading. First down. This is Jackson Hare around the left side there into the secondary for a big gain across the 40 up to about the 44-yard line.
I think they're just saying this is your senior night, so you just get after it. But he's fired up right now.
23 yards on the gain by Jackson Hare, going off tackle to the left side.
He's out for play, and they've got Dobson Martin in now. Little jawing going on.
I have tried to look up to see who might be recruiting Jackson Hare for college football. I have not found it yet. I'd be very interested to know. Surely he must be on some teams' radar screens. 1st and 10. Give it to Hare. And Hare burrows up to the 6-yard line for a gain of 2.
That was Dobson Martin.
Martin. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that Jackson may be looking at going at some of the Christian schools, so he might be as big of a recruit because of that. But hopefully he'll get his pick of where he wants to go. Of course, his brother is Jason is over at Dallas Baptist playing basketball.
I see.
So he may already know where he was going to go and so forth. But somebody's got a football player that they need to get a hold of.
He'd look good in blue and gold over in Commerce.
So that's the end of the third quarter, 31-7. Going to turn it around at the 46-yard line.
And this is Wildcats ball on KSST. I see.
Zooming play, 2nd down, 8.
And on the first play of the fourth quarter, as we come back to action, the 2nd and 8 play, and Tony, the Falcons this time catch Jackson Hare and drop him for a loss back to the 42-yard line.
That's the beauty of doing that one, or the risk on that second time around, is they saw it go for a touchdown the first time. This time they brought it down for about a 4-yard loss. 3rd and 12.
31-7, the Wildcats lead now in the fourth quarter, just underway. Ball between the hash marks. Sulphur Springs now moving to the south end zone at Gerald Prim Stadium. Snap to Mason Cooper. Cooper in the pocket, moving, may run it, tucks it, gonna run at the 50, at the 45,
He got that first down. He got it.
Lake Dallas territory, and ducks out of bounds at about the 42.
That's being very aware right there of knowing what you need, and that was away from the chain. So great job by Mason Cooper. And Maury and Jeffrey got a hug from Coach Faircloth. I think he did a great job of blocking and not fouling when he got out there. So first down for the Cats, got out of a big hole. Let's see if we can take this one in and salt this away.
16-yard gain by quarterback Mason Cooper on that scramble, and it was 3rd and 13. Jeff Stevenson out over the football at center for the Wildcats. 2 go to the far side, 1 to the near side. Cooper in the shotgun, hands off Jackson Hare between the tackles, pops into the secondary at the 20, at the 10, at the 5, touchdown Jackson Hare, what a night he is having.
He is. He's something else, but after about 6 yards, there was nobody there. They even had one with an angle on him, and he couldn't get there. Jackson Hare can run.
42-yard touchdown run for Jackson Hare. That is his 4th touchdown of the night. 3rd. Let's see.
At least 3.
His 3rd touchdown of the night. Wow. Beautiful run. And a great job by the Wildcat offensive line of creating a big hole for him to run through there. Here's the extra point by Eric Rodriguez, which is up and good. 38-7, Sulphur Springs. 10-10 to go in the ball game. This is Wildcats football on KSS2. Okay, good. Northeast Texas Farm and Feed by the railroad track says, way to go Wildcats for that 42-yard touchdown run by the senior Jackson Hare. It's a 78-yard drive in 6 plays for Sulphur Springs. Tony, big play there by Mason Cooper, scrambling for a first down on 3rd and 13.
Saved the drive right there, and he wanted to throw it, and he had people out, but it opened up so much, and again, without the chain, he ran out of bounds, but had the first by a couple yards, so he knew what he was doing.
With the 3 touchdowns tonight by Jackson Hare, that gives him 16 touchdowns now for the season. Kickoff, again, the short kick to the far side, and a fair catch taken over there on the far side for
30-yard line.
Lake Dallas. I think every time it's been Ryan Young who
he's over there. He's number 16.
Yeah.
He's done it. If they're going corner, that's where he's been. I mean, Rodriguez does a really good job. Back when Greg Owens was here, we would do that, but it seemed like we were kicking it to about the 40, and I did not like giving that short field. You kick it to the 30. I mean, if you kick it into the end zone, it's a 25, so you're only giving up 5, and you're not risking any runbacks on those.
By the way, that was the J. Hodge Chevrolet kickoff there by Eric Rodriguez to the Lake Dallas 31-yard line. And a handoff here once again goes to Kevin O'Hare, and he's going wide and finally crosses the line of scrimmage and works his way up to the 37-yard line.
Or so, about a gain of 5. T.J. Bolden pushed him out of bounds. We just about had him for a loss, and he was able to get on there, get out, and get outside. He's putting his heart in it this second half. He's running well.
He's a good-looking back.
Yep. Kevin. 9 minutes, 30 seconds in the 4th, and we're saying keep going, clock.
Wildcats lead 38-7.
Last home game of the season at Prim.
Yep.
We didn't have a huge crowd. I think we got Halloween tonight.
2nd and 5. Again, they give it to O'Hare. And O'Hare going off left tackle, bounces outside. And Wildcats finally sling him out of bounds at around the 38-yard line, 37. So
just a gain of 1 there. The referee is having to do a little bit of boxing, get back to your corners on these sidelines. It's getting a little chippy, and I can't blame Lake Dallas. They're trying hard, but they're just outmanned tonight, and it's hard to keep taking it. And this is the 9th game of the season, and they hadn't had a whole lot of success.
3rd and 4 at the Lake Dallas 37-yard line, moving from right to left. Ball on the near hash. Single wide out to either side. Snap to Cash Davis, and he passes, and that is complete, and that's Josh Moore, I think.
Josh Moore again, yeah.
Big, tall, lanky wide out, and he's got a first down at the 45-yard line.
And I think that was James Johnson that switched, because Gio's over there now, but James got in on that one and one-on-one'd him.
8-yard gain, first down at the 45-yard line. 8:04 and the clock is rolling. Wildcats lead 38-7. Cash Davis, the 6'2" junior quarterback, has a back on either side of him. They have an H back outside the right tackle, single wide out to either side. Give it to O'Hare, going off back to the right. And Wildcats contain the play and limit him to maybe a yard or 2.
Alex King again ran it down. those linebackers, this defense is working like it's supposed to. Those front three supposed to take all of the action and let those 4 linebackers feed through whatever gaps you've got and make the tackles. And right now, that's exactly what's happening as our linebackers are making the tackle and leaves our safeties to come up and finish.
2nd down and 9 for Lake Dallas. The Falcon 46-yard line. Snap to Davis. Give it to O'Hare. Big hole up the middle. And O'Hare
Good
into
tackle.
the secondary, into Sulphur Springs territory, and that's Creed Wisenhunt,
Creed Wisenhunt,
free safety.
Yeah, he come in and he tried to give him a hip and go around him, and Creed went right with him and perfect form tackle down around the waist and stopped what could have been a big gain. Still was a first down, but could have been a bigger gain.
10 yards on the gain as it was. First down at the Sulphur Springs 43-yard line. 38-7, the Wildcats. And they give it to O'Hare again, and off left tackle, and it's a very short gain, if any gain.
Medlock after a couple of yards.
Jackson Medlock with the tackle for the Wildcats, and that's looks like a 1-yard gain.
Bunch of jawing going on, and McCormick's in the middle of it for the Wildcats, and he needs to tone it down a little bit. He's on the good side of this. You got to learn to take it. It's hard to tell somebody that's as competitive as he is, but that's what you got to do.
Yeah. 2nd down and 9. 6 minutes to go in the game.
And running. Happy clock.
Ball on the near hash. Snap it to Davis. Davis going to go deep down the far side.
He got
it. It is caught.
Yep.
Touchdown, Lake Dallas.
That's our big Moore, I think. Is that him?
No, that's DJ Hicks.
Okay.
DJ Hicks, who has been a very productive receiver for them this year. He came in with 31 catches for 478 yards. That'll be his 6th touchdown. And he got open down the right side there.
Wisenhunt had him, and he was complaining that he pushed off, which let him high point. So either or, but it goes as a touchdown. That's not the end of the world. 5:40 left.
42-yard touchdown pass from Cash Davis to DJ Hicks. And the extra point by Denchey, and it is good. 38-14, the Wildcats lead with 5:40 to go in the game. This is Wildcats football on KSST. Okay. That's a good drive.
Yep.
69 yards. 6 plays.
5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1.
42-yard touchdown pass from Cash Davis to DJ Hicks for Cash Davis. That'll be his 6th touchdown pass of the season. He came in completing 69% of his passes, Tony, for 648 yards.
He throws the ball pretty well, and they've got some receivers.
Yeah, he and Ben Allen have pretty much shared time at quarterback. We've seen both tonight.
So let's see if they're going to kick it on the ground like he has before instead of popping it up. He's going to short kick it.
J. Hodge Chevrolet kickoff coming here, and he kicks it short. And that would be a fair catch.
Dobson Martin on that side.
About the 22.
Yeah, 23.
Down at the 23-yard line. First down, Wildcats.
So for Lake Dallas, that was a 69-yard drive in 6 plays. 42-yard touchdown pass from Cash Davis, not Crash Davis, to DJ Hicks.
Bottom of the 8th, 3-1 Dodgers still in the World Series, so not much action since early in the game.
Nothing against the Blue Jays, but I'd like to be able to see a Game 7 tomorrow night.
Yeah, I can get Fox, so if I can't get anything else, I can watch World Series.
Wildcats 38, Lake Dallas 14, 5:39 to go in the game. Wildcats have the ball at the 25-yard line.
We're going to see a steady dose of running. It looks like Dobson Martin's in there now, and I look for him to try to run this 5:39 way down here.
I see Trip McIntyre in at center now for Sulphur Springs.
Okay.
20. I should have the 25. This to 23. So Mason Sulphur still in there at quarterback, as Tony said, the junior Dobson Martin in at running back.
Yeah, they're explaining why it wasn't a fair catch, which would have put it at the 25, but he caught it and then kneeled.
I see.
So it's a spot at that point, and he fumbled
Dobson
again.
Martin, lost the handle on the ball there.
Yep, and they've got it.
Lake Dallas has recovered.
Okay. Dobson's kind of bit by the Halloween bug right here. He's gonna be real sick of himself, but he's done a lot of good this year. So shake it off.
Defensive back Ryan Young, a sophomore, comes up with the fumble recovery for Lake Dallas at the Wildcat 28-yard line.
So 5:24 left. Still comfortably in the lead. We don't need to panic. Just make them work for it. If they score, they score.
8:14. Clock is rolling. 5:17 to go.
And it's not supposed to be running
I was wondering about
till they snap it. So sneaky clock operation.
And off again goes to that little fire plug back, Kevin O'Hary, and the Wildcats are not going to let him bounce outside.
He
they drop him
7 that time. He should have gone down early.
Let's see where they give him for progress.
Yeah, they're putting it on the 35-yard line. He's back 7.
Yeah, that's a loss of
17.
Oh.
He kind of caught. They stopped him, and then he backed away a little bit and lost a couple more. So good play on first down, put them behind the chains. Now we need to watch for the deep ball.
Ball will be on the hash. They're moving to the north end zone at Gerald Prim Stadium. H-back outside the left tackle, 2 wide to the far side, 1 to the near side. Davis in the shotgun, backpedals, post, has a man, cannot connect with him.
Must have been out in front. It looked pretty good from here, and he didn't even reach out. So that was number 13, Moore.
Josh Moore, we have been very impressed by tonight. Had a step on his man there.
I thought it was a connection and had a real chance, and I don't know what the deal was, but I never saw him move his hands. I don't know if maybe he got blinded by the light or what. I thought they made a connection.
Looked like Creed Wissenhunt was trying to catch up with him there.
Yep. It was nothing but a post pattern. I mean, that guy's got some talent. I'd like to know the story behind the 10 catches for the year.
I suspect game 9. You may be right. He may have been hurt some. 3rd down, 17. And here's a little shovel pass. And once again, this is O'Hary. O'Hary gets to the 30 for a gain of about 5 yards, and he was popped by somebody.
I think it did come loose. I think their guard number 70 got on it. They did pop him. I couldn't tell who it was. It may have been Truth and some friends. Whoever it was a brick wall.
Yeah, he went backward.
So now we're at 4th and 11. So now we just need to hold our water.
Cash Davis in the shotgun, back pedals, setting up a bubble screen. And it is complete, but it will be short of the first down.
Good job. I think that was Hardy came in there. He looked like he might have enough to win to get the first down, but Hardy came in single-handedly, took him down. The Wildcat offense will take over at the 20-yard line with 2:53 left. So this is run one play maybe and then get to the 2-minute timeout.
He got to the 21, so he was
he was within a yard
within
or two.
A couple of yards or so.
I thought he had it.
DJ Hicks it was, and I called it a bubble screen, really a tunnel screen where he was coming back to the middle of the field.
Yep, he had a purpose.
So they give it up on downs after the fumble recovery by Ryan Young gave him the ball at the Sulphur Springs 28-yard line.
Well, they're rolling the clock now, too, so that's okay. I mean, this game's over, so that's a good deal. Let's get out of here. Everybody has avoided the injury bug. There's been nobody timed out or anything.
38-14, the Wildcats lead. First down, Dobson Martin probing the line here reading his blocks, and he has a nice gain across the 25 up to about the 28-yard line or so.
And that's good to go right back and give him the ball, let him get those bad thoughts out of it, and they're going to try to strip it from him right now. They know they've kind of got his number, got him thinking about it. So that's exactly what you should do.
2nd down and 2 for the Wildcats.
8-yard gain, happy clock, fixing to go to the 2-minute timeout right now before we run that 2nd down play.
Yeah, they're waiting for it. There it is. We go to the 2-minute warning, a newfangled thing in high school football. 38-14, the Wildcats safely in front here, and this is Wildcats football on KSST. James, when we go to the end of the game, give us a full 2-minute break right at the end of the game. Yes, right. Wildcat football brought to you by Alliance Bank, BT Medical, City National Bank, Wesley House Assisted Living, Farm Country, CPI Technologies, and 903 Farm and Feed by the railroad tracks. They have been glad to congratulate the Wildcats on how many touchdowns tonight, Tony?
Well,
5?
Should be 5. 5 sevens is 35 and a field goal.
Yeah, there you go.
Used to be that new math, it may add up different. I don't know. Glad I don't have to mess with that.
2nd down and 3. Snap to Mason Cooper. And again, this is Dobson Martin. Boy, he is running hard.
He is. He's wanting to score.
Shedding tacklers there. He went up the middle, and he has the 1st down.
I tell you what, he's got some trudging legs. He must really get on that weight machine with the legs because he's moving.
That's a 10-yard gain there.
Trip McIntyre had to come out for his helmet off, so he's out for one play.
1st down, Wildcats at the Sulphur Springs 38-yard line. Clock is still rolling with 1:16 to go. 38-14, the Wildcats, and they can start to look ahead to Frisco, Panther Creek at the Star next Friday night.
Should be. We could just kneel twice here. Going to give it to
Mason Cooper. Gives it to
that's
Keyshawn
John. Should be.
Well, glad to see Keyshawn get a carry or two here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is where there's too much chippiness going on. We need 7 seconds, snap it, take a knee, and go home.
Keyshawn out to the 42-yard line. He got the Wildcats off to a great start tonight. The opening kickoff, it was a short kick, and he returned it 29 yards to the Lake Dallas 46-yard line.
Set the tone.
They went on to score a touchdown on a pass to Deacon Carpenter from Mason Cooper. So give credit to Keyshawn John getting things going in the right direction. 22 seconds left to go. Play clock is at 7, so they'll have to snap it. They do, and Mason Cooper then gets 80. So that'll be the final play.
Do it.
And the handshake line will start here. And the Wildcats taking care of business tonight against the Lake Dallas Falcons. And for a time there, Tony, this looked like it might be a nerve-wracking game.
I don't like ball games on Halloween. I mean, every year we've got something. The ghouls get out, I guess.
This was a 14-7 game late in the first half.
This was Paris made over till that interception came because they were fixing to get close, possibly tight, and then have a chance to go ahead with the first possession of the second half.
Very similar to the Paris game. What was that, 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago. So Gio really took that and sent it home.
That was the play of the game, a 55-yard interception return for a touchdown by Gio Ibarra that really turned the tide here tonight.
Absolutely.
38-7, the Wildcats win it, and this is Wildcats football on KSST. Okay, so 2 minutes here. And this will be the last break. So Hare, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 touchdowns.
2 on the ground, 1 up.
What, did he have 6 in the game against Paris?
5.
Was it 5?
Yep, he had 5. That's good seeing all those kids get out on that sideline.
Yeah, that is. I like that too. Wildcats football on KSST. The Wildcats 38-14 winners over the Lake Dallas Falcons here at Gerald Prem Stadium tonight. And to recap the game, as we were telling you not long ago, got off to a good start when Keyshawn John ran the opening kickoff back 29 yards, a short kickoff, but he ran it back to the Lake Dallas 46-yard line. Wildcats went 46 yards in 7 plays. The touchdown came on a 7-yard touchdown pass from Mason Cooper to Deacon Carpenter. Deacon out in the flat, caught the ball at about the 2-yard line and did a good job of getting across the goal line, and Sulphur Springs led it 7-0. Wildcats forced Lake Dallas to punt. They start at their own 19-yard line. They go 81 yards in 10 plays. And a lot of the early going, Tony, was just nothing but Jackson Hare running the football.
Straight up the middle behind that big line.
Had a 21-yard gain on that drive, and then the touchdown came, and we are calling it a 17-yard touchdown pass from Mason Cooper to Jackson Hare. It was a sprint out to the right by Mason Cooper, then Jackson Hare coming back to the left, and Mason Cooper shoveled it
just a little
forward.
shovel pass, very safe, and when it works, it really makes the defense look bad.
And Hare, a nice job of running in the broken field to get the 17-yard touchdown to make it 14-0. Interception, the first of 2 tonight by Matthew Jeter. Gave the ball to the Wildcats at the Lake Dallas 24-yard line, and they drove to the 8. And at that point, Tony, I think we're all thinking blowout.
Yep.
But then Keenan Fort got an interception for Lake Dallas, and it was a touchback, and they had the ball at the 20. They had to punt. But the Wildcats then, starting at the Lake Dallas 45-yard line, gave it back to Lake Dallas. There was a fumble recovery by Nathan Cornist, who gave us a good show here tonight.
He did.
For Lake Dallas. He returned it 36 yards to the Lake Dallas, or to the Sulphur Springs 24-yard line. And they got the touchdown pass on a 14-yard throw from Ben Allen to Josh Moore, a big 6'4", 185-pound wide receiver for Lake Dallas. Back corner of the end zone, beautiful throw.
Very good catch. Wisenuts begs to differ. He thinks he pushed off.
Ben Allen, nice throw. But Josh Moore had quite a few catches tonight for Lake Dallas, the big receiver. Made it 14-7 there. 5:45 left to go until halftime. Wildcats then not able to move the ball. They have to punt. Lake Dallas gets the ball back. Looks like they're starting to move again, trailing just 14-7. But Gio Ibarra comes up with the interception. And we'd like to see it back on video, but we're calling it a 55-yard interception return for a touchdown by the Wildcat senior, who made a nice move back to the inside at about the 20-yard line, or maybe the 15.
Yep.
And that changed the complexion of the game.
Absolutely.
Wildcats
that turned it on its head.
Went back in front 21-7 with 1:38 left to go in the second quarter. Then Matthew Jeter got his second interception of the first half, and that set up the 33-yard field goal by Eric Rodriguez for Sulphur Springs on the final play of the first half to make it 24-7 at halftime. Wildcats, let's see, in the second half, Lake Dallas had the ball first. They gave the ball up on downs. There was a fake punt, remember, which was an
very weak,
ill-advised call there, I think. And Sulphur Springs took over at the Lake Dallas 47-yard line. They get the 27-yard touchdown pass from Mason Cooper to Jack Hare on a post. Hare had a couple of steps on his man at the goal line. 31-7 with 5:22 left to go in the third quarter. Wildcats force Lake Dallas to punt. They start at the 22-yard line. They go 70 yards in 6 plays. Jackson Hare, a 42-yard run, his 3rd touchdown of the night. And the Wildcats led 38-7. That was with 10:10 to go in the 4th quarter. Lake Dallas then mounts a drive. They go 69 yards in 6 plays. A lot of that was by their good-looking senior running back Kevin O'Hare. And they got a 42-yard touchdown pass down the far side from quarterback Cash Davis to DJ Hicks.
That's the one that Wisnot wanted to push off.
Oh, okay.
That's the one I said it wrong earlier.
And Creed maybe just a step behind DJ Hicks there. So at that point, 38-14. That was 5:10 to go, and the Wildcats fumbled the ball back to Lake Dallas, but nothing came of that, and the Wildcats then ran out the clock. So 38-14. The final. This is the way it should have been.
This is exactly the way it should have been. The biggest thing is for both sides, we never had a timeout for any injury. So apparently, other than a huge injury of our superstar quarterback Timmons, is nobody. We should go pretty well full strength to Panther Creek next week. So this is the way it's supposed to line out, and we should be ready to go. Even but with injury or no injury, this is probably where we figured we would be going into week 10.
Well, I tell you, and I must say, after that injury to Deuce Timmons on the first play from scrimmage against Salina, if you had told us that we would be 8-1 going into that final game against Panther Creek, I think that we would have been thrilled.
Oh yeah,
to hear that.
But I think we're still good enough for that, and that's no disrespect at all to Mason Cooper.
Oh, he's done a great job.
He's done really good, but Deuce Timmons is just the player on the team that, we've got subs everywhere, except there's a little drop-off there between Mason and Deuce. And again, no disrespect, just different styles.
And that really has to do with Timmons' fantastic ability to run with the football.
Both pass the ball very well, and it's just Timmons can score from the 1-yard line and go 99. Mason Cooper's not going to go 99.
Right.
But he saved the game a little bit, going about 14 over here too. Yep. And so,
it's
not like he can't run, but he's just a different style.
Yep. He's
but
more
now
of
we're ready.
More of a drop back pocket.
Correct. He's more old school.
Right.
But again, he got to, like we said, has gotten to play 3 or 4 ball games that he probably wouldn't have gotten to play because of the injury, and it's really an honor to let him run it that way, proven out.
I think they're taking a picture of the Wildcat seniors all together.
That's what I was thinking.
That 5-yard, it looks like here, so that'll be a great photo.
They stretched out a while ago from the far end zone all the way to about the 35 with everybody at the end of the game. That's really great. There's a lot of school spirit going on. This is really neat to see.
Yeah. By the way, Mason Cooper 3 touchdown passes tonight, so he has 9 touchdown passes
in 8 days or 7 days.
2 games. And the play you're talking about, there was a 3rd and 13, and he scrambled for 16 yards to keep that drive alive. I think that was the last drive, and a couple of plays later got that 42-yard touchdown.
That's Jackson's last run, and it was saved. So, just good overall. But now we got one focus. We got one game. It's at the Star again. Make plans and be there. This is, even though you're giving Jerry Jones money, just squint and give it to him. But let's go fill this side of the stands and take it to Panther Creek next week.
From a practical standpoint, that game is going to decide second place in the district.
It is. That's going to be for 2-3.
And the second place team from 7-4A D1 will play the third place team from 8-4A D1.
Correct.
And so that might make a difference.
It would.
You've got Dallas Carter, Dallas Lincoln, and Dallas Kimball all jockeying in that district right now.
But it looks like it's not going to be Carter. Carter's going to play Paris.
You think?
Paris is going to end up in 4th place, and Carter is going to win the district is the way it looks right now. So.
That'll be decided Thursday night when Carter and Lincoln play.
Yeah,
so that's a big game.
I think Carter will win the ball game.
Okay, that'll be a big game Thursday night. We'll know going in Friday night the outcome of that. So it is at the Star, the Cowboys practice facility, indoors in Frisco, and against Frisco Panther Creek. So that's going to be a big thing.
And it's a great place for a high school game. You think it is big time being indoors, but inside it's a mini Jerry World, and it's just cool as can be. It's really neat and a great atmosphere. Can get loud, and it's just fun.
So you have the Wildcat seniors now walking the field here at Gerald Prim, and I think that's Blue Blazes and maybe band members
it's
walking
all
with them, all the seniors. That's great.
That is, and it's a bunch of them too. And you look at all those Wildcat uniforms, that 31 or 33, that we're gonna miss them.
You bet. Absolutely. Well, Wildcat football brought to you by Alliance Bank, BT Medical, City National Bank, Wesley House Assisted Living, Farm Country, CPI Technologies, and 903 Farm and Feed by the railroad tracks. So we again say to you that we thank you for listening to Wildcat Ball, and James Terry. Thanks to James as our producer in the KSST studios, Matt Jansen, our technical director and our video producer. You'll be able to see this game later on YouTube. In fact, I'll tell you, if you look at YouTube now, I think you will be able to see this game, and also you'll be able to see it tomorrow. And James will then, or Matt will then have it produced for Channel 18 and later playback on YouTube as the next couple of days go by. Tony Flippin, thanks to Tony for his great commentary tonight. 38-14 is the final. The Wildcats win it over Lake Dallas, and we say goodnight from Gerald Prim Stadium. All right. Thank you, James. Very good. Okay, we'll